What up, Dokkaners? In our last video, we talked about the roadmap leading up to the 8-year anniversary, starting with the most hyped celebration of all time, which is the superhero celebration. Everyone is currently foaming at the mouth, waiting to summon for these two monsters, but we didn't really get to talk about when exactly the superhero celebration or the banner is going to be dropping. We sort of alluded to it's going to be somewhere around here, but since everyone is waiting, we might as well talk about it, right? So let's see if we can figure out when exactly the celebration is going to be starting. Later on that same day when the celebration starts, presumably the banner would drop. So let's go ahead and just figure this out by taking a look at the global and JP campaign details to see if we can find it. Now, one thing's for certain, folks, it's definitely not going to be starting before the 26th of December, 1900 JST, which is, I think, the 26th early morning for us in the Pacific. Yeah, around like, I think 2 a.m. I think this means 2 a.m. on the 26th. So it'll be early in the morning for me in California. For those of you on the East Coast, it'll be, later on in the morning, but still, this is going to be the major date that we have to look at, because this is when they talk about the superhero celebration, the campaign details. They're going to talk about what the units do. Global will probably release some similar info around the same time. JP gets the live stream, Global gets the video and the Twitter dumps. So this is definitely not going to be something, there's nothing that's going to be happening before this. So if we look through the campaign here, there's two dates that come to mind. We've got the 31st and we've got the 27th. These are the two dates that are the most likely for the start of the superhero celebration. We definitely will not be getting anything before that, so the 24th is out of the question. The 31st is possible, to be fair, because special missions are going to be ending, new special missions will drop, so this does seem like a good possible spot. But in my humble opinion, there is more stock to be put in the Dragonstone sales and the Elder Kai dates than it is for the special missions and for banner releases and endings. Because if you look at the 31st, it does line up. This ends at reset. The banner for Zamasu ends 30 minutes before the next banner would release. So it does make some sense, and it would line up with last year's celebration, given that that started on the 31st of December. But since we're going to be getting this on the 26th, I don't think they're going to make us wait 5 whole days before the celebration begins. I think it would be something a little bit sooner, perhaps a couple of days. So the 31st is definitely possible. So I'm going to go ahead and just write that down here for right now. December 31st reset does seem possible, but I don't believe it's going to be the case. So let's move on. The 27th, so the Dragonstone sales and the Elder Kais. So this makes us think, I think this is the clear place to do it. The 27th at reset, these stone sales go away. The 27th at reset is also when the special 100 Dragonstones go away. And this is also further corroborated with the Mysterious Kai ritual summons dropping or ending 1 minute before the next banner's arrival. The banner typically drops 10:30 p.m. PST on the new on global. So 1 minute before that, if the Kai banners end and then the next one starts at the same time, that would line up. So for me personally, I think the December 27th is the best start date for the celebration. I'm gonna put 27th reset, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put some extra arrows here because we got a couple of moments that further corroborated the Elder Kai one, and then also down here we also got Peton Battle, which ends 1 minute before the banner releases. So those two are major clues for when the celebration will begin. The random login bonus, the random chance one that we do, like the Hercule, the Ginyu, the Gohan one, this doesn't have anything to do with it. Another one that actually is a major clue, it doesn't show here actually. Let me check out DokkanInfo.com because there was an update that was added to the campaign details. Let me see if I can find it here. You can already find it in your game. So let me see if I can pull this up here. Special missions. Did he update it on here? I don't think he did. No. The Grand Guru's Guidance, that event actually has shown up and it is in the campaign details. If you look at your devices, you will see the Grand Guru Elder Guru's Guidance event is now in your list of events that's coming up in part 2 of the Frosty Dokkan campaign, and that ends on the 27th at 15:59 PST, which is right before the reset. So that is the last piece of evidence that definitely suggests it's going to be starting on the 27th. I'm surprised it hasn't been updated here. But anyway, let's move on now to the JP side of the game. When it comes to how things line up, it has to be basically within striking distance for it to be a likely scenario. I would say striking distance is approximately like half a day to a day in terms of like certain dates, certain things ending, certain things starting. That's pretty much all that we need. So if we look at the various dates that could be starting for the superhero celebration, remember everything here is listed as JST. JST is 17 hours ahead of me. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 17 hours from all of these. So the 28th is when the login bonus ends, 28th at 4 a.m. So if that's the case, if we subtract 17 hours, then that would be 4 p.m. add subtract another 5 hours. That would be 11 a.m. on the 27th. That would be when their login ends. So the 27th, okay, that kind of works, right? It's close enough. So I do like that. The special missions, the 28th at 2300. If we subtract 17 hours, that would be 7 a.m. on the 28th. A little bit later, but sure, that also works. The special missions, I don't think really need to be lined up exactly. I think as long as they're close, that should be fine. Divine Dragon Carnival banner, we've pretty much already decided this is not going to impact the banner's release at all. There will be some moments where several banners overlap. That is okay. Nobody's going to even be summoning for this one anyway, when the superhero one releases. All right, so let's take a look at the stone sales. The 15th of December is when this one started. The 26th of December at 23:59 is when it's going to be ending. So subtract 17 hours. That is 7 a.m. on the 26th from my time zone. Okay, so that is going to be a little bit of time for JP to not have stone sales, but it is within half a day. So I think that this actually does, this works. I think this works. So if we cross-reference with JP, this is a very, very good spot for when the celebration will be starting. And then if we look at the Elder Kai ritual, that's all that we care about, honestly. The start date for the New Year stuff, that's fine. Looking at this one, the 28th of December, why does it say water? Why does it say wood and water? Okay. 28th of December, 1659. So that's 1700. So basically subtract 17 hours. That's midnight. So 28 midnight. So the 28th of December at midnight is when the new Elder Kai ritual banner would release, which is actually perfect because that's about an hour and a half after when this one would theoretically release. So in all honesty, if they hold this off by about an hour and a half and have it released at the same time on both versions, that also can happen. That's not a problem. As long as it's within striking distance, that's all that we need. So honestly, I think this is the final nail in the coffin. This is going to be when the banner releases. The celebration starts December 27th at reset, which means we've got about 10 days until the festivities begin. So for 10 days, folks, save up your stones, save up your wallets, tell your family you're not going to be buying them Christmas presents because you're busy getting ready to summon for Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. Is there anything else here? The 29th of December, okay. Super Strike, sure. No deadline, no deadline, no deadline. 3rd. Where's the regular Dragonstone sales? Isn't this just the 100 Dragonstones one? This is just the 100 Dragonstones one. They don't list the other ones. Let me see. Is there another one here? I don't think there is. All right, yeah, I mean, it's fine. That's all that we need. We don't need anything else. There's no other Dragonstone sales listing here. So as long as it's just the Elder Kai being as close as it is, we're good. So that's going to be it, guys. We are going to be getting the superhero celebration on the 27th. Get ready. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are you going to be doing from now until the 27th in saving up your stones? Are you going to be running through events you've never beat? Are you going to stop link leveling, grinding out stones, burning stamina with dragon stones? What is your course of action between now and then to maximize your stone count as much as possible? You're going to buy anything? You're gonna buy some stone packs? What are you gonna do? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know I want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.